Some contracts wait for you to press a button. These ones do not. This is an auction whose bids nobody can read, a rule that keeps working after the browser is closed, and a contract written by someone else, checked before it is trusted. Everything here is signed in this tab. The key never leaves it, and there is no account anywhere. A sealed auction. What goes on chain is a hash. The amount and a secret salt run through SHA-256 twice. You cannot read a bid out of it, and the bidder cannot change their mind about it later. Each bidder also locks a deposit. That is what makes a sealed bid binding rather than a wish. The money is committed before anyone knows the number. Notice the panel, State Properties, typed fields inside the contract script, hidden bids, whether bidding's closed, checked every spend. Now the part that names this episode, a condition. When a revealed bid leads, write it down. It is published to the chain, not to us. Two records go out. The condition itself and the readable Spec A service needs to evaluate it. Both must come from the same wallet. Production checks the signer, so a condition naming someone else is ignored rather than attempted. A keeper service picks it up. It has its own key, its own funds, and a short list of routes it is allowed to act on. It is not a back-end with a free hand over your money. A condition fires once. It is not a repeating alarm, and it takes a block to arm because the service reads the chain's confirmed history like everyone else. Then the tab closes. From here on, nothing that happens depends on this browser being open. It worked. The bids were open, and the contract compared each number against the hash committed earlier. It computed the leader itself, 700 Satoshi, and nobody announced it. Closing the auction is permissionless. Anyone may press it, and it pays exactly one person. The seller, the amount that won. That transaction is on-chain, and its lock time is the reveal deadline the contract set at the start. And the condition fired on its own. A service with its own key wrote a transaction carrying the note left behind with every browser closed. That is the whole promise, and it has a transaction next. One more thing. Somebody sends you a compiled contract. A file is not a promise. Import it and build the adapter inside your own browser. The first answer is no. The bench reads the contract's interface and guesses how the spend is assembled. And here, it guessed that a signature is just another argument. It refuses to pretend otherwise. Read the source, correct the shape, and it validates against the bytes from the file with no deployment and no money. You find out here for nothing, instead of on mainnet with the money already in.